Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to our virtual band concert. My name is Mr. Miller, and I'm the band director here at Montego K through 8. I want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to take a moment to relax and enjoy the talents that your students possess. This has been a difficult enough year for our students to try to learn through new mediums, both virtually in Schoology and in person. But these students also took on the added challenge of trying to learn an instrument at the same time. I often equate learning an instrument to speaking a foreign language, but it's actually even more difficult than that. When you learn a foreign language, you already know how to speak in your own language. Learning an instrument is like learning a new language, but you don't know how to talk at all. And so these students of the beginning band joined without knowing much of anything about music. When we started this year, we didn't even know how to hold the instruments correctly, much less read music and know how to play it. But now, at the end of the year, these students are able to not only read music, but they're able to play the correct notes and rhythms in time while they do so. So without further ado, I would like to introduce the North Mobile County K through 8 beginning band as they perform their first piece of music, The Mighty Eighth by composer Steve Graves. The next piece of music we're going to play, I actually had no intention of teaching at all when I planned out our music for this concert. We can actually thank one of our trombonists, Marquise Hughes, for suggesting it to me. Well, actually, what happened was Marquise raised his hand and said, "Mr. Miller, do you know the piece of music that goes bum, 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 bum?" And it all just aligned from there. The kids were super excited to learn a song that was traditionally played at football games, and I was having fun, they were having fun, so I said, let's do it. So here is Let's Go Band, and thank you, Marquise, for suggesting me play it. I would like to take a moment before our last piece of music to recognize a few students for their hard work they've put in this school year. So, first, I'd like to recognize two students that have improved tremendously throughout the second semester. So, our award for the most improved woodwind player goes to Chloe Morgan. Chloe was struggling throughout the first half of the year, and then the second semester, she just learned everything and nailed it. So, great job, Chloe. The award for the most improved brass player goes to a young man who switched instruments halfway through the year. So really, it was like he started over fresh in January, and he's really blossomed into a fabulous tuba player. So the most improved brass player goes to Adam Marks. All right, and now I would like to give out the awards for the most outstanding musicians in the beginning band. So the most outstanding woodwind player goes to a young lady who practiced all the time, and she just really excelled and shined on her instrument. So the award for most outstanding woodwind player goes to Kavana Morgan. And then the award for the most outstanding brass player goes to a young man whose instrument went home pretty much every single day. His big brother is also in our band, so it helped having another low brass player in the family. So the most outstanding brass player goes to Tylen Sutton. Our final piece that the beginning band is going to play was our most challenging. And these students took on the challenge and said, you know what, it's hard, but we're going to learn it because it's fun to play. So here is Montego Bay, arranged by Chuck Elledge. Great job to our beginning band. I would really encourage you all to stick around and listen to the advanced band play. This is what our beginners have to look forward to next year. So now I'm going to introduce the North Mobile K-8 Advanced Band. The Advanced Band is comprised of both 7th and 8th grade students, and our first piece of music that the Advanced Band is going to play is What a Wonderful World, which is arranged by Gerald Sebesky. out a few awards to the 7th graders of the advanced band. For our most improved musician, I have chosen a percussionist who wasn't really able to get a full year's worth of teaching last year because of how the school year ended. But this year, he just decided he was going to make up for lost time and learn everything he was supposed to from last year and this year, and more. By the end of the year, he'd learned every single rudiment I asked and then some, and was so excited about percussion that he got all new gear at home for him to practice and improve even more. And so I'm just super proud of this young man. So our most improved 7th grader is Nolan Watt. All right, our most outstanding 7th grader was really a no-brainer for me. So this young lady got her music, and the first day she got it, she immediately grabbed a pencil and just got to work on it, trying to figure out what every note is, what every rhythm is. She brought her instrument home and practiced and practiced and practiced. She brought the music to me and said, "Mr. Miller, is this right?" And considering her section had the hardest music of any section in this year's music, and how quickly and well she learned it all, our most outstanding 7th grader goes to flutist Kirsten Knowles. All right, so before I introduce the second piece of music, I want to brag on the ensemble a little bit. So every year, we are required to do something called MPA, which is short for Music Performance Assessment. And what MPA is where we play 2 or 3 pieces, and then other band directors will actually listen to us play and judge us on how well the ensemble is doing and improving throughout each year. So this year MPA was a little bit different because it was done virtually, where we had to record and then submit those recordings. But these students decided that they were going to put in the same effort and energy that we did last year for an in-person judging, but they worked even harder, and our scores improved over 40% from last year. And we're expecting even more growth going into next year. So here's the first piece we played for Music Performance Assessment. The piece is entitled Gentle Winds by composer Timothy Loest. Alright, before our final piece of the concert, I'm going to recognize our 8th grade award winners. These students were presented with their award at 8th grade graduation, but I feel that it is still important for everyone to know all of the accomplishments that these young students had. So, our first award went to the most outstanding virtual student, which goes to a young man that logged in every single day and never missed an assignment for the entire year. So our most outstanding virtual student goes to Jalen Bradley. Our most outstanding woodwind player goes to a young lady who's been a rock star clarinetist for as long as I've known her. Ever since I came to this school, she's always been spot on. So our most outstanding woodwind player is Hermione Adams. For our brass section awards, I actually split it into the high brass and low brass because we have so many students. So most outstanding high brass musician is Miss Michelle Rustage. And our most outstanding low brass musician is euphonium player Avery Sutton. Then our final most outstanding award this year goes to our outstanding percussionist, Caden Weaver. Now, the final award that I gave out every year is something that's very special to me. So this award is called the Bandsman or Bandswoman of the Year. And it goes to only one student every year and is the highest honor that I give out. So it goes to a student that's in any section of the band that is not only the best musician, but the best person. So this person can play their instrument at an extremely high level, can play all the music that we've ever given out, but also has a great attitude and a great personality they bring to class every single day. They always offer a helping hand. Anytime anyone's struggling, they do their best to assist. Anytime I need help taking care of a project, this person's always one of the first one to jump up and offer to help. So this year, the Bandsman of the Year award goes to Tyron Rhodes. All right, our final piece for the concert was our hardest piece to learn. I always pick a challenge piece that's going to be a reach, that's going to be hard for our students to achieve, that really gives them something to grow and something to attain. So our final piece this year is a wind band classic titled Queenwood Overture by composer Anne McGinnty. thank you all one last time for listening to our concert. Please share it with family and friends that would like to hear what your students have achieved. I look forward to working with everybody next year. So, y'all have a great summer. Bye, guys.